In case this is your very first time to see me on the internet, welcome. I'm Prima Jope, and for years I thought growth was mostly about strategy. I lived strategy and I taught strategy, how to solve a problem, how to make things work, how to move from here to there. I was all about it. Then life introduced me to a different question. This is where self-authorship came from. The realization that there are identities that had helped me survive one season of my life, but were quietly sabotaging the next one. I have lived it, I've been the woman, and hopefully in the next few minutes, I can save you years and pain of going through the same. So for a long time, I was the woman who got things done, the one who carried more than anybody could carry, the one who protected, the one who overfunctioned and overgave, and somehow always found a way to stay above the water. From the outside, I looked like Superwoman, the brave one. And everybody praised that. They called it responsible, capable, committed, royal, strong. It was like a crown that I was proud of putting on. But you know, life is funny. It has a way of exposing the cost of something when you wear it too long. What I began to see was that some of the identities I was living from were no longer really helping me. The fixer in me was exhausting me. The protector in me was overstepping on other people's toes. The self-sacrificing person was building resentment towards the very people I was self-sacrificing myself for. The woman who kept trying to hold everything together was getting in the way of other people carrying their own lives. I was a woman who always stepped up, the woman who always knew what to do, the woman who always kept things together. Until, you know, one day I had to sit down and realize that I had become so useful to everybody else that it was costing me my own sanity, and it wasn't serving me. This is where self-authorship came from. What I find deeper than the identities I carried is that some of them were inherited. It's one thing to get a will and inherit cars and property and money and all these things, but there's another thing to inherit beliefs, inherit identities, inherit ways of coping that you didn't even sign up for. Some of the things are modeled. Some of them are deeply engraved in the DNA of the generation. Some of them are built in response to fear and trying to get a belonging. And the unfair thing is that most of us never question them. And a lot of people spend years being loyal to this version of themselves that is quietly costing them. One of the issues I had to confront was the belief that I could not hold both love and wealth at the same time. But I was carrying that, and I have no idea how on earth I made that up. But I had this engraved identity that I wasn't capable of holding both wealth and love at the same time. So you can imagine what happened when I got married is I released my entire ability to create wealth, because in my subconscious mind, I couldn't hold both. After all these years of doing this work, what I find most useful is that none of these things is permanent. When I was born, I didn't have any of these things. Life slowly taught me these things. And so in the same way I learned them, I can unlearn them. I can choose. I can hold the paintbrush and I can decide which woman comes next. If you can be in a place of being honest enough to say the woman who got me here will possibly take me where I'm going, then you're ready for this work. This is what self-authorship is about. We're not trying to become somebody else, but we're trying to remove everything that is not you to start with. Self-authorship is a 5-day recorded transmission about identity work. It's for the woman who is ready to examine the identities shaping their life, question the ones that are no longer serving them, and consciously choose the woman who comes next. You get access for a year to the community and material. And the coolest thing about this experience is you can use your credit from this experience to join another experience with me. So when you join today, in 30 days, you can decide to move your credit into another container that you choose to join. So I'm excited for this experience. And if this is something for you, I look forward to seeing you inside.